is Jonathan Davis, and today I'm going to be sharing with you a beautiful story, in my opinion, of an asotope fable that I recently just was able to learn, and I think it really was able to relate to my life. I was really able to relate to it. Um, Not a lot of people are very aware of how popular this fable is. Not a lot of people have heard about it, and I'd like to be someone to explain how I was able to relate to it and share my personal life lessons. So in the story, the Aesop fable, it's called the Dancing Monkeys. Um, and basically, what happens is there's these monkeys that all their life have been trained to do everything that their body, everything that their body's telling them to do, they've been told not to do. Like everything that's natural to them, they've been told not to do, all to just worship this king, this high-powered king to dance for him. So just imagine, you know, you're getting told everything, you're getting told to do nothing, like everything you want to do in life, you're getting told not to do, but you like urge for it. That's kind of like sinning, in my opinion. We all sin in life because no one's perfect, but that's how God made us. You can't just not sin. That's how it kind of reminds. That's what it kind of reminds me of. So the reason why I wanted to pick this fable is because when I was younger, coming into high school as a freshman, I really struggled a lot with my appearance, the way my image was, what I wanted to, what kind of vibes I wanted to throw out with somebody, especially being a young guy coming up. And I'm a really big soccer guy, so I was like wanting to go straight to the varsity team. I wanted to impress those older guys. I wanted to impress the varsity coach. And I just remember I changed everything, almost everything about me, just to adjust the way I came off to them. I wanted to come off as this dude that was quiet, relaxed. I wanted to come off as this dude that was humbled, and it backfired in me completely. So the last tryout for varsity team, we were in the middle of a game, and I was still doing this chill guy act, and I was still putting on this whole act that seemed like I was somebody that I wasn't, somebody my parents would never even recognize. But it was during the final few minutes, and my friend, he got cleated really bad. He got cleated really bad, and it's like the whole chill guy act that all went away. It was all gone. It was done. I didn't even know where it was. I was already over there, and I was already like in the guy's face. I was trying to back him up, and then I didn't even realize what I was doing until a few minutes later. And I had for sure thought that I was going to be kicked out of, I wasn't going to get my spot or anything. And I just remember I was like, I had worked so hard to put on this whole show just to impress like maybe this one or two or three people, to show them that I was good enough to be on that team. So, after I'd made that little incident, I kind of already told myself, hey, this is probably not going to work out for you. Just, go over there, tell him, thank you for giving me the opportunity. And I went over to tell him, and he, before I even could say anything, he told me that he really liked the way I handled it. He says, but he wants me to use that fire in other situations. So I really like how I was able to use that story and compare it to an isotope fable about, animals that are being told not to do something that they urge to do. Because I mean, in the fable, these monkeys, they get thrown like nuts at them, and it's hard for them to just sit there and completely dance. Monkeys like bananas, monkeys like food, all these types of stuff. And for me, it's hard for me to not act as a true friend. And that's what I think was more important to me. I had to realize it a little longer after that. But um, what mattered to me afterwards was the fact that it doesn't matter how I come off to other people, but as long as I have that true friend in me, that kind heart that I can be able to express to somebody. That's something that I don't think I'll ever lose. Um, and it's very easy to change up how people look and how people act on the outside, but the inside, that inborn, character that you have, that you were blessed with, I don't think you're ever gonna be able to change that. No matter what you do, you can just maybe not talk forever, but it's gonna come back out eventually. So that's why I really picked that one, because I could just really, imagine it, because I wasn't only trying to fit in with the soccer team, but I was trying to fit in with the school in general. I remember I came up, it was older guys, it's high school, it's a whole different thing. It's different from middle school. And I was, that little young kid, and I was like, well, I'm trying to be quiet. I want to be, I guess, impress people. I want to just be that guy to fit in with society. And ever since, I had that little incident on the soccer field, I started to let my character flow through wherever I went. And, I'm here now, and I've been able to discover so many things just by being myself, more relationships, more friendships. And I've been able to be there for people that I don't think I would have been there for. I've expressed my religious beliefs a lot more fluently than I was able to. Um, so that's why I picked this story, and it's gonna stay with me, I think, for a long time. That's it. Thank you.